Your past doesn't define your destiny. How you rise from it does. Picture this. You've found some peace. You've grown, evolved, and finally made peace with the chapters you'd rather not revisit. But then, out of nowhere, someone, maybe a friend, an ex, or someone who once knew your weaknesses, digs up that old story. They hold it up like a weapon, twisting it with a half-smile that says, "See, that's who you really are." And suddenly, the air feels heavy. Not because the past has returned, but because you realize they're trying to chain you to it. That sting you feel isn't just memory, it's manipulation. Most people in that moment get defensive. They rush to explain, to prove they've changed. But the more you justify, the deeper you sink into their trap. You give them exactly what they want: control over your emotions. A Stoic would never hand over that power. So today, let's talk about 3 Stoic responses you can use when someone tries to use your past to hurt you, not with anger, but with calm, unshakable strength. First response: yes, that happened. The ego always wants to deny. It wants to erase, to rewrite history. But the Stoic knows that freedom begins with acceptance. So when someone says, "I remember when you failed," or "you brought that betrayal on yourself," don't flinch, don't explain. Simply say, "Yes, that happened." No guilt, no shame, no defensiveness. That single sentence is disarming because it removes the reaction they crave. Those who weaponize your past don't seek truth. They seek control. They want to watch you squirm, to make you feel small. But when you meet them with calm acceptance, their weapon turns dull in their hands. Imagine someone reminds you, "You were fired once, remember?" You respond, "Yes, and I learned more from that loss than any success could have taught me." In that instant, they lose their power over you. Because once you stop hiding from your past, no one can use it against you. Seneca said it best, "There is nothing more noble than standing before your own faults and saying, 'Yes, I did that, and I learned from it.'" When you own your past, you rewrite its meaning. You take back the pen, and no one else gets to tell your story. Second response: I've learned from it. This is where transformation begins. This is the moment your past becomes your teacher instead of your tormentor. Those who use your past against you only see the version of you that no longer exists. They don't realize you've been refined, forged like steel through struggle. Every scar, every failure, every heartbreak, they're not flaws. They're where wisdom entered. Think of Nelson Mandela, 27 years in a cell, a past that could have hardened his heart. Instead, he said, "I learned that freedom begins within." So when someone sneers, "You failed in your marriage. What do you know about love?" you answer calmly, "Because I've been broken, I now understand what love truly means." That's not defensiveness. That's wisdom speaking. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle becomes the way." So when they try to stain you with your past, use that same past to show your evolution. That's the Stoic path, turning pain into purpose and your scars into symbols of strength. Third response: why are you bringing this up now? This single question dismantles manipulation better than any argument ever could. No anger, no sarcasm, just calm, honest curiosity. And that calm is what shakes them the most. When you ask why, you shift from being the target to being the observer. The moment they realize you're not reacting, they're forced to look inward, to confront the reason they needed to hurt you in the first place. You've quietly turned the mirror toward them. If their intention was genuine, they'll hesitate. reflect, maybe even feel a hint of shame. But if they came to wound you, their own motives begin to crumble under the weight of exposure. Epictetus once said, "Those who harm others are already in pain themselves. They drag your past into the light because they can't stand their own present." So when you calmly ask, "Why are you bringing this up now?" you reclaim control, not by force, but by awareness. The power dynamic flips without a single raised voice. Your calm becomes armor. Your silence becomes a wall of steel. The power of silence and self-control. A true Stoic knows silence is not surrender. It's strength refined. When someone tries to provoke you, every impulsive reaction becomes a gift you hand to them. Seneca once said, "The one who angers you conquers you. You might lose the argument, but you keep your peace, and that's the real victory." In a world where everyone shouts to be heard, the one who stays composed holds the real control. Someone once told me, "You never react. That intimidates people." I smiled and said, "I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm protecting my peace." Once you understand that, you'll realize something powerful. No one can pull you into chaos unless you choose to step into it. People fear being misunderstood, but ask yourself, if someone misjudges you, does that truly change who you are? Epictetus said, "If someone calls you a donkey, do you check a mirror?" Of course not. You already know who you are. That's real freedom. So if they bring up your mistakes, smile. If they twist your story, stay silent. If they crave your reaction, let your calm be their lesson. You owe no explanation for the chapters you've already healed from. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When others act wrongly, it's because they do not know what is right. Teach them by example, not by argument." Sometimes maturity itself is the loudest response. When someone tries to define you by your past, let your present expose their ignorance. We all have versions of ourselves we've outgrown, people we once were but no longer are. Without those versions, we wouldn't have the strength or wisdom we carry now. The one who once battled addiction can now guide others to freedom. The one who failed in business can now teach perseverance. The one who was betrayed can now embody forgiveness. That's transformation, turning your darkness into light. The Stoic doesn't erase their past, they refine it. People will always try to weaponize your past, not because you're weak, but because your growth reminds them of what they could have been. When you rise, you become a mirror, and not everyone likes what they see. They don't attack you because you're broken. They attack because you've healed, because your peace exposes their turmoil. So remember these 3 truths. Acknowledge your past without shame. Turn every mistake into a lesson, not a sentence. Ask instead of reacting, and let your calm show them who they are. That's how a Stoic wins, through composure, not combat. You don't need to prove you've changed. Those who truly see you already know. And those who refuse to see, no proof will ever be enough. One day, someone will bring up your past again, and you'll simply smile, not with pride, not with pain, but with peace. Because you'll finally know, I am not what happened to me. I am how I chose to rise from it. That's true freedom, not in forgetting your past, but being completely at peace when you remember it. So if someone tries to drag you back into an old chapter, smile and say, "Thank you, but that part of my story is already complete." Then walk away, calm, steady, untouchable, like a true Stoic. If this message resonated with you, share it. Someone out there needs to hear it. And if you're walking your own Stoic path, hit subscribe. Join a community of calm minds and unbreakable spirits. Comment below your reminder for today. That chapter is closed. My story moves forward.